My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. Every single week, we break down full UFC fight cards. We give you our picks, our bets, and our fantasy plays. So make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our content. And our videos are brought to you by BETU Play to Earn. BETU Play to Earn is the world's first play-to-earn sports and esports betting game. Check it out now at betuearn.com. That's bet, the letter U, earn.com. And OddsJam. OddsJam.com has the fastest real-time data between all of the sports books, which helps you spot discrepancies and place risk-free bets. Check them out now at oddsjam.com. Every single fight, all of the odds from all of your favorite sports books. And that takes us to Jai Herbert versus Ilia Topuria. Jai Herbert, 11-3 overall, 3-2 in his last 5, and he's coming off the TKO over Kama Worthy. Ilia Topuria is 11-0, 5-0 in his last 5, coming off of the attempted murder of Ryan Hall. And Ilia is taking this on short notice. He is moving up a weight class as well, and he's still a massive favorite. So Ilia Topuria normally fights at 45, and this is obviously at 55. Jai Herbert is a pretty technical striker who likes to keep the fight at range. He has a ton of movement, and his feet are never planted for more than a half a second. He's always cutting angles. He's feinting and moving from side to side. And I would say that makes him an elusive target, but he does have a negative striking differential, which is surprising because if you watch him fight, his footwork is incredible, and he really is never in the same spot. So it's surprising he gets hit as much as he does. Ilia Topuria, he was supposed to fight back in January, but a couple of canceled fights later, and now he's taking a short notice fight against Jai. Ilia is a very well-rounded guy, and he is coming off 2 knockouts in a row, but he's a very good wrestler. He averages a little more than 3 takedowns per fight, and he also has a positive striking differential of 3-2. What makes him so impressive is he doesn't have a set game plan, meaning he will do an amazing job wrestling in a fight. He'll do an amazing job kickboxing in a fight, and he will just adapt to whatever fight he's in and make those adjustments. Jai Herbert will probably be the better striker here, probably be the better striker, the best striker that Ilia has ever fought. I don't even necessarily think that matters. I like Ilia to win a pretty straightforward fight. I think he will have some of his own success on the feet, and then he's going to look to grapple. Renato Moicano took down Jai Herbert 5 times. Francisco did it twice. They both stopped Jai Herbert. I think Ilia does more of the same, and I think he wins by stoppage. I think Ilia Topuria dominates Jai Herbert and is warranted this wide betting line. What do you think, Jacob?
I'm just so glad. I'm so glad that that video came out today to show how much of a coward Ilia Topuria is. I already knew it, but I'm just so glad that everyone else can see that. He showed up with his whole crew to try and box in Patty in that situation. He had some issues with Patty. And you know what he did? If you notice there was a situation where he's approaching the bar, right? There's a bar right here, Patty's right here. He could have walked to the side Patty was on. He could have easily just walked to the side Patty was on, went face to face like a man and confronted him. Instead, he kept the bar in between him and Patty. You know why? Because he was terrified of the takedown. We're going to talk about Patty later. He was terrified of the takedown, just like he was terrified of the Ryan Hall takedown. He talked for months. And first of all, we all know that was an early stoppage. I mean, everyone in the chat agrees that was an early stoppage. Ryan Hall was about to roll into a heel hook. The ref saw it coming, saved Ilia. They stopped the fight. Back to this fight. Actually, we're still on the Ryan Hall fight because he showed how much of a coward he was in that fight. He talked for months about how I'm not scared of Ryan Hall's jiu-jitsu. I train with black belts all the time. The second he was able to go into Ryan Hall's guard, he cheated. He started throwing punches. He started throwing elbows.
He cheated?
He just
Was it a grappling match?
Yeah, he just completely bitched out of the opportunity of a lifetime to beat Ryan Hall in grappling. And he's just a coward. He's a coward. He's a cheat. And in this matchup, you know, we'll see what happens. He doesn't have any cardio. He's going to have the wrestling advantage. But Jai Herbert, this guy trains with Leon Edwards. He's a very, very, very good striker. He's a very confident striker as that. He knows his range. He knows when to enter in combos. He knows when to exit in combos. You know, he will chase a finish. The big thing for him here is don't circle to Ilia's power hand because Ilia does have power, allegedly. You know, it was a kind of a cheap shot in his last fight, but apparently people think he has power. Don't circle to his his power, defend the takedowns, and you can win this fight because Ilia will get tired. You saw that against Zalal. Those last few shots that he was taking on Zalal were desperation shots, and he was getting on his legs. He was able to get them, but he was fighting for his life in that third round because he was exhausted. If Jai can get this to the third round, he can win this fight. My pick is not Jai Herbert, unfortunately. There's just a path to victory. Saw the cowardly ways of Ilia Topuria. He'll get the fight to the ground. He'll probably elbow him, maybe submit him. Unfortunately, I got to go with Ilia to win this fight.
Somebody literally in the live chat goes, "These guys are wrong. I'm gone." Because of your stupid I hate Ilia Topuria rant. Because people don't realize, not that it's an inside joke, but you're such a diehard Ryan Hall fan that you just have hatred for anybody who beat him, which is honestly going to be a very long list. That's going to be a lot of people to hate. So anyway, see a turd in the live chat that doesn't know how to get a joke. Jacob and I both taking Ilia Topuria here. He is just incredibly talented, honestly. He has decent enough striking to probably not get knocked out and very good wrestling to get this to the ground and do whatever the hell he wants to do there. $9,300, it's probably worth it. And I totally understand how good Jai Herbert is. His striking is very, very good. But just look at what, some of his recent opponents have done to him. And I just think it's literally more of the same. You agree? Are you going to spend $9,300? Let's say you're not a diehard Ryan Hall.
Hell no. I think these odds are crazy. This is short notice, up in weight against a very, very good striker. I think, honestly, these odds should be like, if I'm putting these odds, I'm a little biased. I'd put it minus 150 for Ilia. That's how I see it. So $9,300 is crazy for me.
Yeah, I think...
guy's a coward.
I think he wins, and I think he wins inside the distance. So I think he's probably worth $9,300.
I mean, he brought his whole crew. Like when I have arguments with people on Instagram, we set a date, we set a location. I show up by myself. He shows up by himself. We handle our business. I pick him up off the ground, and then we go our separate ways. The guy showed up with his whole crew and tried to intimidate somebody with a bad haircut, and I don't like it. I don't like the way it looks.
All right. Well, but first of all, that's a fantastic haircut. So get over that. Anyway,
did you buy the wig? He's got the wigs for sale.
Does he really?
Patty wigs? Oh yeah, he's got his own like embedded vlogs that he wears, and everyone was putting Molly McCann put it on. It was really funny. His coaches all had him on.
Yeah, and it is an atrocious haircut, but it's obviously working for him because it's just for marketing. I think more and more a monkey knife fight makes the most sense. I think Ilia still wins by stoppage, but I think there's a bunch of elbows, some striking. I mean, 28-43. I think Ilia gets some strikes in. What do you think?
Yeah, it's more and more.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. Check out Monkey Knife Fight at weonpicks.com/MKF and check us out at weonpicks.com/bets. Sign up with any one of our 5 betting partners. Make a deposit. Let us know after you do, and we will send you $50 as a thank you. It is that simple.